7 signs of telepathy between dual souls. This exchange of ideas takes place entirely without words. Dual souls agree. Language didn't have to be invented for them. From the moment they meet, they communicate through their thoughts and feelings. As they are two people who, according to spiritual belief, share one and the same soul. There is no need for secrets or the creation of a façade. The way twin souls communicate with each other is unique in the world. Reason enough, therefore, to take a closer look at this heavenly communication service and all its peculiarities. 1. Silence is your secret language. Communication in a relationship is really good and stable when couples can remain silent together. Enduring silence in the presence of another person is not for the inexperienced. When dealing with other people, we quickly realize how uncomfortable and loud silence can be when it fills the room like the famous pink elephant, unintentionally and unwelcome. Dual souls have no problem keeping a peaceful silence for hours on end. The art of this communication undoubtedly lies in being able to enjoy this silence and draw strength and energy from it. As soon as you have to talk in order to feel comfortable, your inner balance is no longer the same. 2. Spiritually, you are one. Twin souls grow together as soon as they have met in one life. They want to go in the same direction and strive for the same achievements. Some of them each wants to win for themselves, and the other supports them in this. However, some things will also be fought for together, and this includes the spiritual attitude. Basically, dual souls agree on how they want to shape their lives in the face of a higher power, and that there is more between heaven and earth than just the visible. They willingly embark on this experiment of spiritual enlightenment and walk the path together. It will never happen that one half of your soul believes in God or the universe, and the other has a completely atheistic worldview. 3. Your inner voice sounds like that of your twin flame. Everyone has an inner voice. It can sometimes speak to us louder, sometimes quieter, but it will never fall completely silent. The spiritual world assumes that its words reach our consciousness directly from above, and that we use it to maintain a direct line to God or the universe, so to speak. In the case of dual souls, however, this inner monologue has another function. It also establishes the connection between the two halves of the soul, and therefore, sometimes sounds very much like the voice of the other. In this way, one soul twin is never alone and is always up to date with what the other is feeling or thinking. 4. You think and feel the same. Speaking of thinking and feeling, soul twins don't actually need words to communicate. Their vibrations operate on the same frequency from the moment they are born. They therefore tick the same way in the truest sense of the word. If one half is doing badly, the other feels it in real time. If there is cause for joy and celebration, this emotional tsunami is also passed on to the other side of this cosmic metal. Even thoughts, which are allowed to be as free as the wind, are very similar. It saves a lot of time and many discussions not to have a long and complicated exchange about each other's state of mind. A glance into your own soul is usually enough to recognize the state of the other person. 5. Your intuition speaks loudly. Dual souls are in constant contact with each other, even from a distance. Two of their most effective tools are their intuition and instinct. Many such couples feel it within themselves when the other thinks of them or sends an emotional impulse in their direction. Some particularly experienced twin souls can feel it even after death, when their deceased better half tries to contact them. Something like physical separation during their lifetime is then no problem for them at all. Knowing what is going on with each other on a whim can be a priceless treasure for a relationship. Such bonds strengthen the unity that dual souls already form even more. 6. You can feel each other. The supernatural definitely has a place in the lives of two dual souls. Much of what they experience together is difficult to explain with words or logic. Their way of communicating does not fit into any scientifically recognized category and always seems strange and mysterious to outsiders. This includes the fact that twin flames can sense each other when they are not in the same room or even on the same continent. They are able to bundle their energy and send it to the other. There it manifests itself into a very clear sense of closeness that you can almost feel with your hands. 7. You meet each other in your dreams. If there is a reliable playground for dual souls and kindred spirits where you can meet and exchange ideas to your heart's content at any time, then it is our dreams. They are the perfect, protected area to live out everything unconscious and to let desires and fears, but also visions of the future, which we forbid ourselves during the day, off the chain. Dual souls communicate with each other in dreams, and this continues even after death. It is not uncommon for deceased soul halvas to visit their loved ones in dreams. Their love lives on and, as we know, never ends. Continuous thought transmission. Dual souls agree with each other in almost all areas of life. They think and feel the same, uphold the same values, and have identical goals and milestones for the future. These two are from the same star, and you can see that in every situation in life. To outsiders, they appear to be one entity, the same entity that makes up their souls and that they basically are. It seems almost uncanny to other people how united in spirit twin souls are. Their connection is indeed extraordinary and literally out of this world.